Our cul-de-sac has been fully paved. And it's a cul-de-sac over there that has been fully paved too. And so she told us we had to pay an additional $500. And at first it was like, okay, let's just pay the money, babe. Like $500 is a lot of money, but it's not enough money to jeopardize our house. I need for you to believe in our family. We're Marsh forever. Hey guys, welcome back to Marsh Forever. My name is Tiana and thank you guys for coming back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. I'm going to be talking about our cul-de-sac update. I'm going to be talking about the dilemmas we've been having as well. We've had a few dilemmas. I actually had to write them down so I can remember. I wasn't going to share them at first because I didn't want to discourage people, but I also at the same time didn't want people to think that this is a smooth sailing, perfect peachy cream process, because it's not. People make mistakes, things happen, and people change their mind too. So those things are all relevant to this experience. It is about to rain, so I have to be rather quick, and I might just record because it's kind of windy and then do a voiceover explaining it, but we'll see. So I thought that I gave you guys this update in the Lot tour, but I didn't. I did it on Instagram. So be sure to follow me over there because I'll give you more, like, I guess, quicker updates just on my phone. And I'm also thinking about creating a Instagram page just for this. I really want to remember this experience. I want to be able to show our kids, like, this was you know, us building your home. So I don't know, let me know if you guys would be interested in that. And so let me get out and show you guys the changes or what has happened since the Lot tour. So we have pavement, guys. We have a street sign. We have a stop sign. I'm not going to show all those things. Our cul-de-sac has been fully paved. And it's a cul-de-sac over there that has been fully paved too. This is our lot right here. Our big old lot. They haven't done any work that I've noticed on our lot. But our neighbor's lot has had work on it. They have finally carved it out to start their foundation. They have the rocks here to indicate, I guess, where the driveway for the garage will be. So across the street, so my neighbor is right here, and across the street, they put the rocks down, I guess, for the driveway, but they haven't carved anything out yet. But over here, their neighbor, they have been working on this house for a year, I mean not a year, like a month or two. So they're far ahead of the game. They'll probably definitely be ready by December, if not earlier. So they're actually working on another piece of foundation, or another like carve out for foundation right here. And that's on, I guess, on this side of the road. So that was in our phase, I believe. And at our neighbor's house over there, they have been doing work by building their land up because they wanted their house to kind of sit above the trees to have that view. I'm not sure how high it is, but they did build that land up a lot, and they'll have a walkout as well. So back in the car, I'm trying to figure out the method of the madness because our cul-de-sac, well, this side of the street was released before our side of the street. So if that's the case, so when we put our lot deposit down, we then were given a 45-day price sheet. That means you have to make all your decisions, upgrades, design center, do everything within that 45 days because that's the amount of time they can guarantee those prices. I guess the vendors' prices are going up, so in turn their prices are going up. So they only guarantee certain prices for 45 days as far as like the finishings and all of that. And so I guess my biggest question is, if everyone was given that same process, how is it that people whose phase was released later is being started before the people who phase was released first? Now maybe they did their process before the 45 days. That's possible because I think we did ours in exactly like 45 or 44 days because we did get custom requests and it took some days to get those answers back. So if you didn't get a lot of upgrades or a lot of you know, extra things like we did, then maybe that's why. But it was just something I was definitely thinking about. All right guys, so now I'm gonna go over the dilemmas we've been having, and I took notes because my memory is trash. So here we go. So the first dilemma was that the custom windows that we wanted in rooms 3 and 4 did not fall into the structural promotion, but our sales consultant told it did fall into the structural promotion. Now let me just say, it was an honest mistake. We actually signed a paper that said our anything custom that was structural was not included, but she had reassured us that it was. And so she told us we had to pay an additional $500. And at first it was like, okay, let's just pay the money, babe. Like $500 is a lot of money, but it's not enough money to jeopardize our house. Because in this market, let's be honest, we need the builders more than they need us, because there's so many people who just ready to take your spot that I didn't want to jeopardize that. And so he was like, honestly, babe, it's more about the principle. Like they've had like 3-4 months to figure that out. No one caught it. We signed all our documents. And so they have to eat it up. Like, we want to set the precedent now that y'all not gonna keep making mistakes and then making us pay for y'all mistakes. Like, it's not gonna work like that. And I agree with him. Like, I didn't want to pay the $500 and then in 2 months from them that's saying, oh, we made a $2,000 mistake. Like, because we already showed them that we'll pay, so they'll keep finding mistakes. And so we talked to our realtor, you know, seeked her counsel, and she was like, you know, in this day and age, the right thing to do will be to honor the price, because that's just good customer service. But with the market we're in, builders are petty and they don't have to. And so our realtor did speak with our sales consultant, and she said the same thing, they gotta pay. And so my realtor said, is there anyone above you who can approve this? And she said, I need to talk to my manager. And so her manager like approved it rather quickly and was like, yeah, we'll eat up the price. That's our fault, our mistake. Now, our sales consultant from the beginning like said, this is my mistake, I apologize, this is how we fix it. But there was another way to fix it. And so that is why you guys need to have a realtor, because I don't think that I would have been able to articulate myself and not be super passionate and be like, well, I'm not paying this because this, that. That's not the way to be. Like, you shouldn't be like that. I never responded to any of the emails. Erik didn't either. We let our realtor respond. And so it's very, very important you have a realtor for this very reason. I didn't want to say anything wrong and she just ignore me, and then we lose communication, and then we lose our house, you know. Not that I would have been rude, but yeah, I just wanted professionals to deal with the matter, and that's what we did. The next dilemma we're having, which we're having right now, and I'll try to insert a clip after this so you guys can see the dilemma, because I'm not in the neighborhood anymore. I actually left, I had to pick up my son, but I was dealing with the dilemma when I was recording, which was interesting. All right guys, so this is why I love my builders, because I just called and I was able to pop in really quick, and I'm glad because I haven't seen the house in so long. So it's bedroom 2, the one with the private. Okay. So now this is different. Let me take a picture of this. This is different. I'll show you guys in a second. So in the picture, they're saying that the standard window, they're saying the standard window is by the closet here, but it's not, it's there, which is how we want it. One window here, one window there. But they're saying they can only put the window here. Well, no, actually they're saying, since the standard window is here, they're saying they can put the twin window here. So I'm confused why they just can't put one right there. They said the roof line of the garage, but I don't think the garage is back here. The garage is in front. I get why the window can't be there. Oh, I'm thinking about the bathroom. So yeah, this is the extra window. The standard window was supposed to be here. That's the extra one, but they didn't do the standard one. So they're trying to tell me that a window can go here and here and not there, which is throwing me off. Because I want a window here and here, like where the nightstands will go. Because I want the bed on this wall. I want it just like this. And then the TV will go here. Okay, so I'm going to go take the pictures downstairs and see if they can explain this to me, because I'm lost. And I'll let you guys know what we discussed in the car. But basically, we got an additional window, one that's not custom, in the second bedroom with the private bath. But because we got a third car garage, they're now telling us that we cannot get the standard window because the standard window is in the way of the roof line because of the third car garage. So I'm just lost, and I had to go to the physical model to see it with my own eyes. So even in the model, they're showing a window that's not even standard. They're showing a different window, which means the window that's standard on the paper should not be standard. It should be something else, or the addition should be something else. And I don't feel like we are the only people to have dealt with this. So the man encouraged me to drive around the neighborhood and see what the other homes have done. It's a little bit different, and their roof line is different, so it just won't work. And so we have to figure out what the solutions are. So the solution she gave us was that we can delete the window that credit us back, which is not happening because that's the biggest secondary bedroom, and for it to only have one window, that's silly, especially when we pay more to get custom twin windows in the smaller bedrooms. Like, we want the double window. The second option is to move the window into a different bedroom, and the bedroom they're choosing, that bedroom will now have 4 windows, which will make no sense to put 4 windows in a secondary bedroom and then have one window. No. So the third option is to make the window a custom twin window, which that is the best option. My only problem now is where the window goes. I don't want it to just be in the corner. I want it to be in the center of the wall. Like, that's where a window will go. I don't want it in the corner unless there's 2 in the corner and the bed goes in the middle of that. And so we will have to reconfigure where we put the Ethernet cable outlet. It would just be so many other things to change for that one window that can't be there. And I think it's just silly how the standard window is a window we have to move. It's just so weird, and it sucks because it's like ruining other things now. And so I haven't responded to the email. I'm gonna call our realtor and just see what she has to say, because again, I don't like responding to the emails and then them just saying no. My realtor will know exactly what to say, and if you say no, we should have an explanation as to know why it can't happen, because it might be the roof line, but they didn't say that. They just said no, we can't move it in the center. And I'm like, okay, well, why? Like, I need an explanation. This is my money. I want to know why I can't have something, because what I asked for, you told me I can have it, and now I can't have it. So that's a little frustrating. And we also, the last dilemma, which I take full responsibility for this. No, they got 2 mistakes. This is my one mistake. When we had our FSA, everything was happening extremely fast. And she said, in the secondary bedrooms, there will be a switch that controls the outlet. Now, I know exactly what the outlet is. The electrical outlet where you put stuff and plug it in the wall. I'm well aware. But when she said it, in my mind, it registered as a pre-wire. I am well aware of the difference, but for some reason, I think because it was just so many decisions in the meeting that it kind of just slipped. And so now we need to see if we're going to be able to put those pre-wires in the bedrooms. We didn't want to put them in those other places like the office and somewhere else. We want them in the bedrooms because they were standard in the morning room, which we didn't know. the kitchen, the living room, our bedroom, and our sitting room in our bedroom. And so now we need to fix that. So because that's my mistake, I don't know if it's going to be able to be fixed, but we're gonna make it so it's gonna be fixed. So those are the dilemmas we're going through. We're not really going through. The promotion with the custom windows, that's solved. We're trying to figure out where the additional window is going in the secondary bedroom, and we're also trying to figure out this lighter situation. So I believe that is what's holding us back, because right now they're building our house at the central office. That's what they told us. So I'm just guessing that other people who started in our cul-de-sac before us didn't have as many upgrades or custom things, and that's what's truly holding us back. And the option that he gave me, another option that he gave me in the sales office when I went to the model today, was that they can do like these smaller windows, but they're super custom and no one sells them, so they're super expensive. And I'm like, I'm not spending another red cent. No, I don't want to do that. I want what I want when I want how I want it. And what I'm about to ask for is, well, if I can't have what I want, can y'all put a bay window right there? Because that'll be super lit. And then I'll be able to put a reading nook and it'll just be bomb. But I ain't gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go crazy. I will ask for that if I got to, but I'm not gonna go crazy right now. I'm gonna just call our realtor and just speak with her and see what she says, because she's amazing and I just love her. So moral of the story, have a realtor and please clarify. All right, so I just talked to my realtor and this is the end of the story. So what we're going to do is just send an email, say what we want, why we want it this way, and allow her to send it up to the engineer, the builder, whoever, to get it approved. And if they can't approve, provide an explanation as to why. I really do not want a twin window in the corner of a room. In our last house, we didn't have that. Every window was centered. To me, it makes the most sense. It's the most symmetrical. I just need to figure out how, if it can't be fully centered, like as close to center, how it's going to be. And even still, we're going to have to move the Ethernet cable and electrical outlet, because I do not want a window directly across from the TV wall. It's going to be a glare. And the bed isn't going to be there anymore, so it doesn't, like, I'm not going to have a bed in front of a window. So we're going to have to make some changes. It's just frustrating because I don't want to keep pushing the process back, but I want what I want, and I'm going to get what I want because we're paying for it. And if we have to do the twin windows to the side, it's not the end of the road, but I think what would make me upset is that it can be changed. It's just not the easiest route. Like if you got to redo a permit, I don't care, redo it. And I'm not trying to be, you know, nasty or anything, but this is a lot of money, and I think that we should get exactly what we want, and not say, oh, I wish I would have just did it this way, because the window, once it's in there, you can't redo it. So thank you guys for watching, and just stay tuned to see how this turns out. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Okay, Chunk, I'm ending it now. I just got us some pizza. I really wanted some Litos. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Right by your side, the thick and the thin. I'll cherish you right till the end. That's all I need for you to believe in.